Yeah, day 3 of this inquest is proving to be every bit as intriguing as the previous 2 days. They're trying to examine every detail, really, not only of his professional life, but his personal life too. Don't forget, he was a code breaker at GCHQ, the government's communications headquarters in Cheltenham, and had only been seconded to MI6 in London. And we heard today from his former landlord in Cheltenham when he was working at GCHQ, and she described him as a very nice man, a very friendly tenant, a very easy tenant. But she did describe in written evidence one very strange incident that she said happened. I'll read you a quote of what Jennifer Elliot said. She was talking about her and her husband here. She says, "We were in bed and we heard Gareth shouting for help. It was about 1:30 a.m. and during winter. We went upstairs and found him lying in his bed with both hands tied with material attached to the headboard. He said," that was Gareth, "I just wanted to see if I could get myself free. He told my husband there was a knife on the side and my husband cut him free." So a very strange incident in which this appeared to happen. She said this in written evidence. And I think what this will do is allow them to investigate a little bit more detail about how he died. Don't forget, when he was found in that flat in Pimlico in August 2010, his body was inside a red holdall in a bath. The holdall had been locked from the outside. There have been suggestions over the course of time that perhaps his death was somehow linked to a bizarre sexual motive. That's certainly one suggestion. This will help them to understand a little bit more about that. But also, we've been hearing a lot from spies, some of his work colleagues, both at GCHQ and MI6. And one thing that is particularly interesting, the coroner, is the fact that it took a long time for his work colleagues to report him missing. He was due to have a meeting with work colleagues on Monday the 16th of August. Of course, he wasn't reported missing for a whole week after then. And the coroner said to one of those people, one of those witnesses, "There's a difference between being late and failing to turn up to a meeting at 3 p.m. I'm really struggling to understand why you took no action at this point." Now, witness G, that's all we're allowed to describe him as, replied by saying, "In hindsight, knowing what I know now, should I have taken action? Absolutely. I was just working on the conclusion that Gareth was late on a train, stuck on transport. I still had that gut feeling that he was away doing something that I was not made aware of." But it is still correct to say that it took them another few days before anyone reported him missing. And that's what they're trying to probe right now inside this inquest, trying to understand why his colleagues at MI6 did not report him missing when he first went missing.